Harmony, shame has a sneaky way of showing up when things like fear or embarrassment. Imagine you're feeling really embarrassed, and shame might be quietly telling you, you're not good enough, or you'll never be accepted. It kind of works behind the scenes, but its impact is so big. Wow, I never thought about that. So, shame is kind of like the voice in your head that makes everything feel worse? Exactly. Welcome to Shame Free Sunday, a short from A Better Way to Heal. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. My name is Ellie, and I am here with my co host, Harmony, and we are here to talk about shame. Harmony and I watched the movie Inside Out 2 last night, and Harmony had a few questions. Before we get started, if you don't know what shame is, or if you don't know if you deal with issues of shame, I want to invite you to go to our website and download our shame-free quiz. I will put a link in the comments for that after we are done with our live. But so shame-free Sunday. We're here to talk about Inside Out 2. So Harmony had a question, and Harmony wanted to know, well, Inside Out 2, it talks about all these emotions, but I noticed something missing. Why isn't shame on the list? It's a pretty big emotion for a lot of us, isn't it? Well, Harmony, it's such a good observation. And it's interesting that Inside Out 2 doesn't include shame as one of the core emotions. Shame isn't often seen as a primary emotion like joy and sadness, although I don't know which one do y'all prefer, joy or sadness. But here's the thing. Shame is one of the most powerful emotions we experience. And it's not as obvious, but it tends to stay hidden, lurking beneath the other emotions. Hidden? What do you mean? Well, Harmony, shame has a sneaky way of showing up when things like fear or embarrassment. Imagine you're feeling really embarrassed, and shame might be quietly telling you, you're not good enough, or you'll never be accepted. It kind of works behind the scenes, but its impact is so big. Wow, I never thought about that. So, shame is kind of like the voice in your head that makes everything feel worse? Exactly. And it often disguises itself as other emotions like anger or anxiety. It says you lash out in anger, and deep down, you might actually be feeling shame, making you feel inadequate. We often react when we're feeling those kind of feelings. So it can make us feel anxious in social settings like, ooh, what are they saying about me? It could be just saying people are saying, you're not good enough. Well, that makes so much sense now. Shame is almost like a hidden driver of other feelings. Yes, yes, and that's exactly why it's such a unique and powerful experience. Even though it wasn't highlighted in these movies, in this movie, in Inside Out or Inside Out 2, shame plays a huge role in how we relate to ourselves and others. It can stick with us long after a situation has passed, almost like embarrassment or fear, which can be fleeting, but it starts rolling around in our head, almost feeling like a hamster on a hamster wheel. It just keeps going and going and going. But it has a way of digging deep into our sense of identity. So, what do we do if shame is hiding in so many different emotions? Well, Harmony, that's the key. Recognizing the shame that's there is the first step in healing it. Once we realize it's influencing us, we can start to challenge those negative thoughts and reclaim our sense of worth or build a sense of worth. Some of us never really had one. We maybe struggled with those issues all of our life. But when we move from a place of shame to a hope or empowerment, it's about learning to give ourselves grace and seeing that we're enough no matter what shame tries to tell us. So, Harmony, I hope you learned that shame can be hiding in so many different places. Wow, I really did. Wow, that's a lot. That's pretty deep. So, I can't tell you how many people have come to my office and said, "Oh, I don't deal with shame." But I think it's because we don't really recognize that shame is in so many different places. We think of it as a bad emotion, but shame can be a good emotion. As I think we talked about that. Did we talk about that last week? I think so. The weeks are kind of running into one another. But if you don't know if you deal with the healthy or unhealthy issues of shame, if you don't know if the shame that you're dealing with is really kind of toxic and running your life in a different place that you want to be, maybe go out, grab our quiz, check it out, see if that's something that you struggle with. Thank you for watching us. We really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the episode, like, subscribe, share with a friend, and join us next time. Thank you. Bye bye.